The Boys and Girls Club of Mason Valley name is a little misleading. Years ago when the club first started, it did start here in Yerington, Mason Valley, but over the course of the last several years, the club has taken over responsibilities for the communities of Silver Springs and Dayton as well. In fact, we have all of Lyon County with the exception of Fernley, which is handled by the Truckee Meadows Club out of Reno. Because of that need for activities for the youth after school during summer, back in the mid-2000s, the county, who I work for, ran into budget woes, and the club took over those youth activities that the county used to do. And it's been a great partnership for Lyon County as well as the Boys and Girls Club. And that partnership has included the school district. Our facilities in Dayton and Silver Springs are at various schools, and that has been a phenomenal relationship to keep that going. So the kids are going to school, and when they get done with school, they have a place to go. In the mornings, they have places to go before school starts to get fed, things that people just take for granted that many of these kids, the only place that they get after school meals or before school meals may be at the club. The Club of Mason Valley also here in Yerington takes care of the food bank for the Mason Valley area, an intricate part of the community here in Mason Valley. The majority of our funding comes from Night in the Country, which occurs every third weekend in July with top name country western music over a 2-day period. And they started out very small with 4,000 or 5,000 people attending to we're anticipating upwards of 11,000, 12,000 people in 2014, with big name bands coming into Little Yerington to raise revenue for the club. Because of Night in the Country, because of our generous donors, the grants, the endowment funds that we receive funding for, the club is able to survive, but we can't do it on our own. We have to work with the community to keep that funding going. We're not funded by tax dollars. We're not funded by a lot of money coming in from traditional sources in the for-profit world. We truly are a nonprofit organization that has to function on being able to survive with donor dollars. The club, for me, I have a special interest in it. I have had 2 sons that were heavily involved with it. My son Josh was Youth of the Year twice with this club, and my son John went here for many years until he graduated from school and went on his way to work. And because of the time in their life, the difficulties that they were having going from a whole family to a single dad taking care of kids, the club was instrumental in their life. And so this is my opportunity to give back to the club for what they've done in my kids' lives. And I look at what happens every day with kids when you walk through the club here or Dayton or Silver Springs, and you see those kids and they have things to do to keep them motivated. You have staff that's helping them with schoolwork, with computer technology, doing a variety of things. It's just phenomenal that we have such an organization in Lyon County. You go to other counties east of us, and they may have some small youth programs, but nothing like the club is prepared. I had the honor this year of going to a Pacific Coast conference and seeing what everybody else is doing across the nation. And I have to tell you, we're very fortunate we have what we have and the staff that we have. We're fortunate we have the facility here in Yerington. We're fortunate we have the working relationship with the school district in other parts of the county, because many places don't have that. So with that, to sum it up, the Boys and Girls Club is probably one of the best investments that any community can make into their community. I strongly urge anybody who can give of their time or their money to support the club to do so.